Welcome to Guru Gedara, and we hope that you are staying safe and happy today as well. So even today we have our beautiful teacher, Miss Indira, with us. How are you, Miss?
I'm fine, thank you, Miss. And how are you?
Yes, I'm also doing great. Thank you, Miss. And hope our children are doing well as well. So what is our lesson today?
Yes, Miss. Today also we have a continuation of our last lesson, that is using the language in variety of contexts.
All right.
Yes. So uses languages in language in a variety of contexts. So I think our children should take your workbooks and your readers as well with a pen or a pencil.
That's right.
So this is a workbook activity in Unit 10, and match words given under A with their opposites given under B. Now children, opposites, you know what is opposites. Opposites are actually another word, it is antonyms. Sometimes this word antonyms will be given in your papers. So remember, opposites and antonyms are same word.
That's right.
So these are the words given under column A and column B. The column A, honest, generous, kind-hearted, clever, optimistic. Column B,
Cruel, stupid, pessimistic, dishonest, tight-fisted.
yes. So shall we check our answers?
Yes, that's right. We'll discuss.
Yes. Children, are you ready? Okay. We'll check our answers. Yes. The opposite of honest is
Dishonest,
generous,
tight-fisted,
kind-hearted,
cruel,
clever,
stupid,
optimistic.
pessimistic.
Okay. So these are the words given to you in the workbook. But remember, it's your duty to find more words and find their antonyms as well as synonyms or similar words. For that, I'll give you a small tip. The best thing to do this is to learn to refer to a dictionary. Make it a habit to use a dictionary whenever you are in a language class. Don't you agree with me, Miss?
That is a very good tip. These days children do not do that.
Yes, because it is very important that you refer to a dictionary, then you won't go wrong. Okay, with that, we will move on to our next activity. Yes, we are going to go on a train. Are you ready, Miss?
I love to.
Okay, so this is a dialogue between person A and B. They are going to Kandy in a train. Okay. Shall we give some time for our children to go through this activity?
I think that is better, Miss
Yes,
Indira.
because they have a bit to read. Okay, we'll give 5 seconds.
I feel the children are ready with the answer now.
Wow, that's great, because our children are really smart. Yes, I'm really happy. Yes, shall we check our answers, Miss?
Yes?
Yes, can you please take the role of A?
A. Okay. When is the first train to Kandy?
Okay, the answers are given in the box. From there you have to select, and here is the answer. It is at 4:15 a.m.
Please direct me to the ticket counter.
Yes, of course. It is over there near the entrance.
Thank you.
Wait, I'm also going to Kandy.
Come with me. I'll help you.
Oh, it's good. How much is the ticket to Kandy?
It is 200 rupees.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
Yes, after somebody helps you in something, it is a need and it is customary that you thank that person. Remember, it is not polite when you are using a language not to thank somebody. So please remember those tips, children. It is very important when you are learning a language.
That's right. And the other person says, you are welcome also.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is another activity from your workbook. This is Unit 14, Activity 3. So here you are given two halves of the sentences. That means from the complete sentence, one half is in one side and the other half is on the other side. But mind you, these sentence halves are being jumbled or mixed up. What you have to do is match the sentence halves to make meaningful sentences. So these are the sentence halves. I will give you few seconds to read these sentence halves. Then after that, we'll go on to discuss the answers as usual with Miss Suchitra.
All right. So children will be doing this according to what they understand. That means they are using this language according to the situation that is given.
Yes, exactly, Miss. So our children are very smart. I know they can do this. Okay, shall we, Miss?
Let's discuss the answers now.
My sister had a headache because
she had been working on the computer whole day.
Mr. Silva had been driving for half an hour
before he realized he had taken a wrong turn.
The workers had been demanding a salary increase since last January,
but the manager did not agree to it.
The roads were flooded because
it had been raining whole night.
The child felt sick because
he had been eating sweets all the time.
Yes, so these are the answers. I think our children understood how we managed to put these sentence halves together and made the whole sentence. So with that, we have another activity which helps you in using the language in another different situation. Now look at the slide, children. This is also from your textbook, Unit 8, Activity 5. Actually, this goes as a speaking activity, but I have included it because we are teaching a language here. So when you learn a language, it is a must that you have to speak. Isn't it, Miss?
That's very right. That is a skill in the language.
Yes. So we'll go to the activity given. It is a speaking activity. List the advantages of eating homemade food. Present your list to the class.
Okay, so these things happen in our homes and then these are the situations we have to talk about.
Yes, and we have to encourage our children to have their homemade food due to various reasons. I think our children will be able to understand this very clearly due to the prevailing situation in the country,
yes,
right?
Especially.
Shall we check the answers? Remember, children, this is a model answer I have given you. So there may be various answers. So you have to take this answer as a guide. So I can't say this is exactly the same answer I want you to write, but no. These are some models. Get the help of your teacher or anybody. You can get the help to clarify if you have any doubts. Shall we move on to the answers, Miss?
Yes, please.
Yes. Having homemade food is healthy and nutritious,
economical,
as well as clean.
And Miss Indira, economical means?
It is very cheap, not expensive.
Okay.
I think that's why our mothers like to have homemade food. If you order from outside, it's quite expensive, isn't it?
That's right.
Okay. And it also helps in
keeping you safe from food poisoning,
cultivating good eating habits,
strengthening your family bonds.
When you prepare homemade food, maybe the whole family can get together and prepare it. So when you do that, your family bonds are also increasing. Remember, they are very important. Okay. So with that in our mind, we are going to move on to our next activity, which is going to be quite interesting. I know you are going to like it. Shall we, miss?
Yes, yes. Let's see.
Yes. This is also from the textbook I have taken. Actually, you are going to have a debate. I hope our children know by now what is a debate. A debate is kind of a speech delivery system where you are talking on a given topic in for it and against it. That is, you are agreeing it and the other way you are disagreeing. So here in the slide you are given, reading is a better pastime than watching television.
All right. So they are going to debate on this topic.
Yes, they have to. Some fraction of the class has to say it is good, and the other side of the debating team or the class has to say it is no, it is not good.
Okay.
So again I have to tell you, Miss Suchitra,
Yes.
the answers here we have given are a model. Please follow this and try to build up your own answers, because it is very important when you learn a language, you build up something of your own. We are here as guides and you are there as a learner, so you have to work for it. Okay? Okay. So, reading is better pastime than watching television. Yes and no. When you say yes,
Reading is very useful as we have to read our textbooks, notes, and many other study materials.
yes, so it is a good point.
Yes.
The good part of reading. And if you want to say no, you can say, watching unnecessary TV programs cannot help us as students in our learning process. So, watching TV is not good in compared to when it comes to studying. Yes, then
It helps us to think in many new ways, imagine things that we read.
yes, by reading, so this is a good thing that we get. By watching television, can get addicted to TV, that will waste the time that should allocate for studies. The time you need to allocate for your studies, you are going to waste it by watching television, which is not going to help you in your studies. Okay, shall we move on? There are another two there. Yes.
Reading makes our brain work or function actively, and it helps in studying.
Yes, when it comes to watching TV, brain function can be limited as there's nothing much to think.
Reading improves our ability in writing.
Yes, if you want to be a good writer, you have to read a lot. No skill development is involved in watching TV. So you don't do anything, you just sit there and watch the TV. Maybe you are listening and your eyes are working, but active learning is lesser likely to take place. So this is a good point if you want to have a class debate. Children, try to have a debate in your class. Then you will overcome your shyness of trying to speak in English. To do that, these debates are a very good opportunity. Aren't they, Ms.
That's
Chitra?
right. That's right. That's a good way of improving by talking.
Yes. Okay, children. Even I never realized that our workbook and the reader has so many activities. So here, children, you have all these activities in your reader as well as the workbook. So make use of them. So this is another activity we have taken from your workbook. And shall we have a look at that? Yes?
Yes.
Match the following phrases with the correct meaning. So the phrases or sentence parts are given. And those sentence parts indicates a kind of a hidden meaning. So you have to read the sentence part and guess the correct meaning. Shall we give few seconds to our children, Miss, to read and understand?
I think that's better.
Yes, because you need time, that we realize. Okay?
So children, here when you take the first one, do not think about the actual meaning of those words, but there are hidden meanings.
Or in other words, we say you have to read between the lines.
That's right.
Are you ready, children? Miss, what do you think?
Shall we help them out?
Yes, that's a very good idea. We can help you. Yes, children. Yes.
At the drop of a hat, what does that mean?
That is without any hesitation. That means you don't pause a second. At once you agree to something, we say as at a drop of a hat.
Ball is in your court.
It is up to you to make the next decision or step.
Blessing in disguise.
Something good that isn't recognized at first.
Burn the midnight oil.
To work late into the night. Most of our children are burning the midnight oil
these days.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Cry over spilt milk.
Yes, it means you complain about a loss, something that you lose, you complain, you call it cry over spilt milk.
Cut the mustard.
To succeed. If you succeed in something, you say you cut the mustard.
Feel a bit under the weather.
Yes, you are feeling not really well. You are feeling slightly ill. We call it feel a bit under the weather.
Hit the nail on the head.
This is very easy to understand, I think. Do or say something exactly right.
A slap on the wrist.
A very mild punishment. So sometimes you get mild punishments. So you call it a slap on the wrist. And the last one, Miss?
Against the clock.
Yes, rushed on short time. So when you are running out of something, you rush on things. You say that against the clock. Okay?
It's really nice that you have included these phrases in your lesson today, Miss, because they give out a very good meaning, and these children can use this in their conversation.
Yes, that is my point exactly, Miss Suchitra. And usually you learn reading, writing and all, but these are also given in your textbook. So it is very important out of the box or out of what you are learning to learn something new. So I try to help you by giving these activities to expand your horizons in the language. So shall we move on to the next activity?
Yes, this is very interesting.
Yes. So match the idioms in column A with the meanings in column B. So now idioms. Earlier we had riddles, then we had sentence halves, now idioms. Yes. Here are the idioms and their meanings.
Good wine needs no bush.
Let bygoners be bygones.
To cry over spilt milk.
To cut one's coat according to one's cloth.
A cat and a dog life.
In a nutshell. So here the answers or the explanations are given in part B. Briefly,
a life of continual quarrels.
To adapt one's desires to one's means.
Let us forget the past.
A good thing needs no advertisement.
To spend time in useless regrets.
Yes, here's the answers. I have put it in a box.
Okay.
For number 1, the answer is letter E. A good thing needs no advertisement means good wine needs no bush. Likewise, number 2, it is letter D in column B. Number 3, it's letter F. Number 4, its letter C. Number 5, its letter B. Number 6, its letter A. So, did you enjoy the idioms?
Yes, I learnt a lot today.
Yes, thank you. And I hope our children also may have learned something. Remember, these activities are also taken from your textbook or the workbook, right? So, please try to attempt. Now, we are going to do a small writing activity. I hope I will help you in this. Yes, there's a description. This is workbook unit 2 activity 3. Follow the description given and write a similar description about your village. Write the first sentence substituting the underlined word. So, there's a model given. What you have to do is follow this given model and write your own essay or a paragraph about your village. So, this is the model given in the book. We'll have a look. Yes, my village is Siyodgama. Here it is underlined. It is situated in the Ranminigama area. It takes 4 hours to reach Colombo from Siyodgama. There had been lots of birds in this village, and that is how it got its name. The village is quite big and the people live there peacefully. The majority of them do farming, while some are engaged in the brass industry. There are beautiful paddy fields, small woody areas, water springs, all of which make me enjoy its natural surroundings. Ramyarama Vihara with the cave paintings is a place with a historical value. The Methmini Ayurvedic doctors are very famous for their treatments and for their generosity. People help each other and we all live in the Siyodgama family. I love village a lot. So, here is the model given in your text. Sorry, given in your workbook. Here, now children, you have to write about your own village. And remember, Miss Suchitra, I have to mention something. Sometimes when you have some Sinhala names like Ramya, Rama, Rajamaha, Vihara and all, don't try to translate it into English. So, it's safe if you are in an exam, just write some village temple or something very easy word in your writing. So, with that, shall we move on to the answers or the model I have given you?
Yes, I think it's better for us to discuss the answers with kids.
Yes. So, here my village is Malgama. So, the book's village is Siyodgama.
Okay.
Right? So, my village is Malgama. It is situated in the Dumbara area. It takes 5 hours to reach Colombo from Malgama. Now, here children, the words I changed from the original text I have underlined and highlighted in red color in the written text. Then it's easy for you to compare the activity given in the workbook as well as the model answer given here, right? There had been lots of flowers in this village and that is how it got its name. The village is quite small and the people live there peacefully. The majority of them engage in weaving dumbara mats while some do farming. There are beautiful mountains, small woody areas, water springs, all of which make me enjoy its natural surroundings. The village temple with mountain caves is a place with a historical value. The traditional Ayurvedic doctors are very famous for their treatments for eye diseases and their generosity. People help each other and we all live in the Malgama family. I love my village a lot. So this is Miss Suchitra about my village. How do you feel?
This is really nice. Very picturesque, I think.
Actually, I got the help from the original text given. So I hope even our children can write some very good description about your village by using this model. So that is what we have been doing today. If you take a summary of our lesson, what we have done, we have been trying to teach you how to use the language you are learning in different situations. In a fair, when you try to go in a train to some place, and when you are writing something about something. So this is where the places you use language. So these are some of the examples, dear children. There can be many. So please make use of them and use the language that you are learning whenever you can. Miss?
That's right, a very good elaboration. Though we have tried to put the lesson in a nutshell today, Miss Indira, your elaboration was superb. Thank you for that. And also children, join hands with Guru Gedara. And if you want to watch these programs more and more, there is this YouTube channel, and that is channel NIE.
And stay safe and be happy, children.
Goodbye.